this is Matt's Jordan rookie. We're going to start doing a quick authentication on it. Let's look at the first big thing that people look for, and that is those red dots right there in the little part of the ribbon that's coming towards us. Those often do not appear on fakes, so that checks out great. That's one of the most common things to look for. Next, we're going to check the text at the bottom where it says Michael Jordan. And often, like if I take this out of magnification, you know, it's a lot different. I magnify it on the phone too, but looking through this guy, that text is crisp and clear and looks authentic. It'll often be blurry on a fake Jordan. Next thing we're going to check out is the Bulls logo. The Bulls logo suffers from the same thing on fakes. It is often not very clear, and that is clear as day. We're looking through high dioptic magnification here, diopter. Okay, that looks good. The next thing we're gonna check is the small decimals in the scoring averages. And look at those, clear as day. The counterfeiters generally can't get the decimals to even show up, and there they are. See that 28.2, 22.7, 27.2. I can see those just fine. Another real hard thing for them to get. You see those very faint lines on that basketball logo? You know, almost can't see them with your naked eye. But under magnification, you can see that that basketball logo is not a filled circle. There is faint lines there indicating a basketball, and I see them. The logo here, I can see the copyright, I can see the reserved logo. Yeah, this and the color, the pink, is like a textured pink, not a solid pink. This, I believe, is completely authentic. All right, back to Matt's Jordan rookie here. We're gonna check the centering. We're gonna go left to right. Let's see, let's get this guy on the card. Make sure this side's on. Okay, so with the card window centered on the card, what I see is it's either a 4 and about a 5, or depending, it could also be a 3 and a 3. Centering is not bad at all. It actually hits the 60-40 mark left to right, even though it looks off-centered to the naked eye. It actually is one of the better centerings that you can get. So it's about 60-40. 60-40 or better, so it's not going to be the worst centering. Bottom and top look pretty good, but we can check those as well. Line up our card window. Make sure we're lined up on the bottom there as best we can. And the bottom centering looks to be about, it could be a 4 and a 4 and a 4, which is 50-50, which is pretty good. So I'm looking about 60-40 left to right, 50-50 top to bottom. It's roughly falling in those. Pretty decent centering. All right, now that we have checked for a quick authentication, in my amateur opinion, it seems authentic to me. We also checked the centering. We are now going to process the card, which will allow us to check the surface, but it'll also allow us to prep it for PSA. Now, we're going to use a can of dust off, and we don't use that directly on the cards at all. I just use it to dust off the tools that I'll be using to go along with processing the card. There's a brand new pack of thick sleeves. I like to open a brand new pack for higher end cards. That way there's no chance of dust or anything on the sleeves themselves. We're going to use these brand new coin, jewelry, and collectible inspection gloves. Got a brand new pair. We're going to use a brand new microfiber cloth to lay out to set the cards upon. And a brand new pack of card savers. Again, brand new so that we don't have any dust on them or anything. And we will begin processing the cards. We have Matt's Jordan, and we also have our Chrome Sapphire Tatis rookie card. You can do that just by barely reaching in and pinching the penny sleeve, not touching the card. Go ahead and drop it down. We now have it out of the top loader. And we can check the surface of this card. It's in the penny sleeve still, but the surface looks pretty nice. We already authenticated it, well, to our basic authentication we can, and checked centering, and centering was 60-40 left to right, pretty close to 50-50 top to bottom. And the surface looks pretty clean. I did not check the centering on the back, but we got a little bit of edge wear here, so we're going to take a hit on our edges. The corners are pretty nice. There's a little bit of white down on that one that will look under the magnification when we get the card out and ready to sleeve. So we're going to go ahead and open our thick sleeves and get ready to transfer it to a brand new thick sleeve. Now the reason we use these thick sleeves is so that there's no chance of hitting the corners when we put the card in. And the thick sleeves, while they won't fit in a top loader, generally a regular top loader, they fit in card saver ones perfectly. Now we're gonna take this guy out of the sleeve, and we just gently use a finger, an ungloved finger on the penny sleeve, and we just roll the sleeve up a little bit. And you see it pops out there. We just gently take it out with this cotton glove. Now we have the card out of the sleeve. We have just barely wiped the surface. We're gonna take a new thick sleeve. We take one of our gloves off to handle the outside of the thick sleeve, so we have some dexterity. We pinch the thick sleeve open. We take the top here of the microfiber cloth so that we don't have to touch the card more than we want to. Pinch the sleeve and put it right in, nice and easy. Slides right into that new sleeve. There we go. Now we're going to put it in a card saver. All right, it is in its new home. We gently wiped the surface. We got it in a new thick sleeve. So now what we do is we pulled out a brand new card saver. We're just gonna, even though it's brand new out of the package, spray it with some canned air. And what I like to do with these card savers, so PSA generally only accepts card savers rigid because they can't move, the cards can't move at all. It's card saver 1. What I like to do with them is I like to take like a thicker prism card that's sleeved and apply it to the card saver first. So we got this Select 2020 Altuve, bang a trash can for me. And we're going to just put it down in there, pull it back out a few times, and just get that sleeve ready for a card so it's nice and ready to go. I generally do this with a card that I have no intention of doing anything with. I sleeve the card too so that it doesn't do anything to the inside of the... Okay, so now that that's nice and ready to go, we take the Jordan card, which is in its new sleeve, open up the card saver, and we just gently glide it on down. Now once it gets to this point right here, we take that card we used to give us some tension. We just go ahead and press it in a little. We do not want to force the card in. And we just get it in there ever so gently. Just got to take your time. Now we have a Jordan in a new sleeve, ready to go in a card saver, and good to go to PSA.
Chip for PSA, and then some nice bubble wrap, and wabam! Michael Jordan 7.